Frost. 31. Have you ever walked into your house and for some funny reason it felt like it wasn't your home? That all the memories you ever built were not strong enough to help you stand your ground and you had every other reason to want out without looking back. Funny how as we go through all these marriage lessons they never teach us of the possibility of doing everything right and yet your world crumbling down. Or maybe they have so much hope in our happy ending that the possibility of things falling apart is not even in the picture. I take a deep breath as I take another step into the house. The house is a mess. There are dirty dishes everywhere and clothes that need washing. I can see empty packs of food and if one didn't know they would think that I had been away for a long time. Hi, it's good you are here. I need some clothes to be washed. I want to wear them for the burial tomorrow. Dainty says walking out of the bedroom. Which ones? I ask without thinking twice. I don't know, something presentable, he says walking to the kitchen. You know what, I am not going to wash anything, I say realizing where my life is standing right now. I am not in the mood for all this rubbish. Honestly, I have so much on my plate, the last thing I want to do is argue with you. And you think I enjoy arguing? You know what, don't wash the clothes if you don't want. But at least clean the house because it looks like a piggery. I laugh, walking away from him. And what is this nonsense about? Where is this behavior coming from? I don't understand, I say. I am now in the kitchen. I get a clean glass from the cupboard and pour myself some water from the dispenser. He watches me drink. I can see that he has a lot that he wants to tell me but then doesn't know where to begin. Or maybe he is calculating his words so well. I am moving out, I say washing the cup when I am done drinking the water. He laughs. I will forgive you for sleeping out but this nonsense is uncalled for. I won't stand here and listen to you rubbish around. I am going for the burial and I hope by the time I come back you would have come back to your senses. You really took me for a joyride, didn't you? Excuse me. You took me for a joyride, didn't you? I am running out of time, he says looking at his phone. Go Dainty, go to the burial. At least you get to bury one of your children, I say with a lump on my throat. I didn't know that Tumelo had died. You can't continue blaming me for the inevitable. I was in pain and about to give birth. My pregnancy was a high risk. You could have stayed home with me, Dainty. We could have walked through that pain together. What do you want me to do before you can finally let go of this pain? Let go. Forgive me, let go. Same thing. I chuckle, a lone tear rolling down my eyes. You will never be remorseful for what happened, will you? You will never even ask for forgiveness, will you? I mean genuinely asking for forgiveness. I say, more tears rolling down my eyes. He looks at me, swallowing really hard. I can see that between being here and the burial he would rather be there. I chuckle. God sure does have a funny sense of humor and I have lived to witness that firsthand. How does this even sit right in his books? How does he give me such a man for a husband? One that is not even remorseful for his actions. They say forgive not for the one that hurt you but for you. How in his name am I supposed to forgive Dainty for this kind of pain and betrayal? This is not a man that I will just wake up and say I will forget about. This is a man I knew for years. A man I spent so much of my time and life with. We laughed together, we cried together, we made plans of sharing and building a life together. A man that knew parts of me that even I didn't know of. A man that I shared not just my privates with but intimate parts of me that no other man knows of. How do I recover from all this? From the fact that we are here right now. And just when I thought I was going to stand strong and walk past all this, the pain comes right back at me, constructing my heart and making me run out of breath. I loved you, Dainty. Wasn't that enough reason to make you choose me? I ask. Nay. Just tell me, wasn't everything we ever went through enough to make you stay? Did you reduce the essence of our marriage to having a child? You don't have to answer that. I tell him when he hesitates to respond. We will talk about all this when I get back. For now I seriously need to leave. I chuckle. I am sorry, Dainty. I am not trying to do to you what you did to me, but I can't stay. I won't be here when you are back, I say. He looks at me for a few seconds before leaving the house. A few minutes later I hear him drive out, and I know he doesn't believe me, but I too wouldn't have believed it if someone had played me a clip of how my life would play out. I go to the bedroom and remove my cases. I vowed never to walk away from my matrimonial home, but over my dead body will I stick around in this excuse of a marriage. Your friend and author, Winnie. Hibiscus.